Lifsa, for the most part, TPR is going well for me, but I'm having a little bit of trouble just sitting down and writing a script, and I was hoping you could help me with that a little bit.
Well, let's see. Let's try. And Marcia, please chime in if you also have questions or you have something to contribute. So I think to do this, let's turn to one of the levels in the manual, and I'm going to suggest level 6, which is on page 30 in your edition. And for the sake of this exercise, we're going to assume that you've already introduced all of these terms, that you have used small objects, pictures, and that they're available. You might even have, like for the body parts, Mr. Potato Head, pieces that they could pick up and manipulate. We're also going to say that there are different stages to a script. So the earlier scripts are going to be more thematic. The later scripts might be more mixed up and novel so that they don't know what to anticipate. But your question is going to focus on how we actually create the script. So when I look at this page, my first job is to see if in the new terms I have any thematic subunits, and it's pretty clear, right? Where would you divide the units?
I would separate it into body parts and classroom objects. So ozen, pe, and ketefayim would be together, niparon, sefer, tush, kippah, and gear would be together.
Precisely. Then we want to say that which are the verbs that can go with the body parts, and I want to talk about two terms, authentic and inauthentic. So there are verbs that would be more authentic, and there are verbs that would be less authentic but would just be there for the sake of patterning. So if I were using body parts, which are the verbs that would be more authentic?
Laga'at, lahatzbiya, lasim, if you're putting something on them.
And maybe for some of the body parts, laharim or lahorid. And less authentic would be lakachat or latet. But you could use them as a game or as an exercise. So I want to make sure that initially I try to do more authentic, and then later I do some more artificial, but following the pattern. And then once I've done that, I would do the same thing for the next set. So which are some of the verbs that might go with sefer, tush, kippah, gear?
We could use lakachat, latet, lasim, laharim, lahorid.
Precisely. Or lahatzbiya.
Right.
And then we might, when we try to create longer and longer scripts, we might use some of the more generic verbs like lalechet, lakum lalechet el sefer, or lihistobed el sefer, or likpotz el sefer. So we always want to remember that we also go back. Now, when we create the actual script, we're always going to start with a verb, right? For this, at this point, so we would choose the verb, and then we would see whether we need a preposition, lakachat el al yad tachat. Then we would have a noun, and or we might have a modifier adverb. So we work in that order. So if I'm trying to create a set of scripts around ozen, oznayim, pe, ketefayim, just choose arbitrarily from these lists: verb, noun, preposition, adjective, etc. So try one.
Laga'at ba'ozen, ve'achshav laga'at ba'ktefayim.
Another one.
להרים ידיים ולשים ידיים על שולחן.
Another one.
להצביע על פה. That's fine, that can be a complete command.
Okay. Okay, now I want you to try to use a sentence that would be novel, using those words.
לשים אוזן על השולחן.
Perfect. Another novel.
לשים פה על הדלת.
Another novel one. Try using a body part with כתפיים.
לשים את הידיים על הכתפיים.
Okay, I want you to be now kind of exaggerated.
Okay.
An unusual.
להרים כתפיים, לשים אוזן על כתף.
Okay, so you get the point? So does this help you? So then you're going to have a series of commands using all the body parts that that are new, then interweave all the body parts that are older, then interweave some of the other nouns, verbs, etc. But you always want to go first for authenticity, for novelty, for flexibility, and making sure that you're following the pattern. After you've exhausted oznaim, the body parts, then you start another script for the next segment.
Okay.
Okay? Is that helpful?
Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Super. Okay.